Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about AFK Journey and two things specifically. First, the January update and what that brings to the game. We're also going to talk about global launch. We have a date. It's been confirmed. I'm excited and it may be closer than you think. So let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and start with the January update. There's some optimizations to the game. There's some bug fixes, things like that. But we also have a new hero. We've got some quality of life stuff, some new features added to the game. So we're going to cover some of those, and then we'll go ahead and get into global launch. So first, let's go ahead and talk about the new character. I don't have the new character unlocked, but he is right here. This is Rise, a flame hunter, a part of the Mauler family. Marksman, physical damage, has a range of 6. And ultimate here, I can play this here just to kind of show you what this might look like. But this guy, he could move while attacking, which I've been in some recent battles where my enemy has a character like that is just kind of running all over the board, causing damage, causing havoc. It is kind of a pain. It's very useful to be able to root these people so you can do some damage. Otherwise, you're just chasing them all over the board, but pretty cool. Second ability here, this is defensive stance, increases crit, gains control immunity when taking control effects. Now, every character does have an ability that can be enhanced once, and you can see the enhanced level right here and what it does. It reduces the cooldown of this ability. Next ability here, we got a concussive strike, so knocks enemies back. Also deals some damage. And then you have an EX ability here. This unlocks once you get the character to Mythic, and you unlock character-specific equipment. Then you get this this ability here, which is pretty cool. I got my first character with the EX ability, and that's pretty cool. So this is Rise. Again, don't have this character, but looks pretty cool. All right, so next, let's go ahead and talk about hero skins. So they've added skins to the game, which I think is cool. Whenever you can add something aesthetic, something that allows you to set apart or stand apart from other players, I think is cool. So we've got 2 skins that I'm aware of. We have Vala. Now, Vala, one of my favorite characters. I did do a character video on her. If you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and put a link up to it over here. She's very cool, does massive damage. She's got this skin here, right up here. So you can see how she spins and into 2 different forms. She has a melee and a ranged form. So if we go into skins here, this is the ability here, Thorny Rose. So that's her melee version, and then here is her ranged version. You can also find out the unlock. I don't think it shows in here though, but I think you need to be VIP level 3. Cool thing about this game is with VIP levels, you don't have to pay. You can if you want to increase your VIP levels, but you can also just by completing quests and things in the game, you can naturally work through your VIP levels. I am almost VIP level 3, free to play, so I should have this unlocked pretty quick. All right, and the other one is with a character that you start out with. And it is this character right here, Faye. Take a look at her skin here. And I'm sure we're going to get plenty more skins in the game. So we have her classic skin here. It's mainly just a shader. And then this is the new one, which I have equipped. So actually, I don't think there's any difference in it. It's just a shader. So we got some skins that have come to the game, which is cool. All right, next, we have a title system. So if you like playing with titles, as you can see, I am the Splendid Gardener. You just go up into your profile here, and then you go, actually not right there, you go right here, and then you can play around with your titles. So something just a little extra for your character. All right, another one, unlock conditions. So this was actually a big one. So let me go to the map. First, let me show you this map. Look at this. So I've moved on into Chapter 3, which is very cool. But let me back this out. Check this out. This map is getting huge. I'm currently in Chapter 3. I don't have Chapter 4 unlocked. Obviously, you can see it down here. I don't know how many more chapters there are beyond this. But just take a look at this. Here's the prologue. The prologue is this little area on the map right here. Chapter 1 is this whole area here. Chapter 2 gets even bigger. I thought this was huge. All of this area until I saw Chapter 3 here. And then this is just massive. So I'm very curious to see how big Area 4 is for Chapter 4. But one thing that they did add, they added specific unlock conditions. in order to unlock different chapters. This wasn't here before. You didn't have to hit certain stages. So this is specific to the AFK stages. So if I click on here, I got to complete AFK stage 620, which I did. So I have access up to area 3-5 here. Right here, I got to get up to 655. I'm not too far away from that. And then 3-7 to finish chapter 3, I got to get up to 385. So I'm not really too far away from that. I'm actually progressing through the AFK levels fairly well. But that was something new that they added. Again, something that we didn't have before. You could also see where your friends are on the map as well. Looks like I got somebody down over here. So, and the AFK levels are just over here. So this is your idle mechanic here. You're working through the different levels. As you get higher and higher in those levels, you get more and more rewards on an hourly basis. There's a whole lot that goes into it, but it is very beneficial to get through all of this because, as of now, it is required to get through the story. So just something to keep in mind there once you finally get into the game. Next is auto battle. Okay, so we were just there. This was awesome, and it would be nice if they added somewhere else, but we didn't have this before. We have auto battle now where you can just set that, and it's going to continue to move through the stages until you get beat, and then it's going to stop. So, for example, earlier today, I think I was at like 590 or something like that. I set my auto battle because I just did a bunch of upgrades and improvements to my team. Set my auto battle. I came back and I was at stage 625. Very nice. I don't have to sit here and hit that auto battle button. I would like to see them add this feature, though, to the tower. So if we go to battle modes here, to the Legend Trial, we got these different towers, and each one of these towers requires specific heroes, a specific faction of heroes you can see right here. It would be nice if we have that auto battle function here as well. Just because you can burn through so many floors, and sitting here and having to hit that battle button, it's just kind of a pain. And this is a very casual game, but there's a lot to it. There's a whole lot of game modes, and there's a lot that you can invest in this just time-wise, right? So I think any time that they can add something like that, that quality of life feature that just kind of does it for you, I think is cool. All right, so that was the auto battle feature. I think also one last thing to share that I thought was very useful, again, in the battle modes. Battle drill. So this is specific to guilds. And then if I click on battle drills over here, this is actually pretty cool. If you're familiar with Marvel Strike Force, it's similar to kind of their raid format where you pick a lane and then you battle through that lane. But it's a bit difficult. But in here, basically what you do is once you choose your lane, that is it. You can't change your lane until this current round ends and a new one starts. But previously, in the command center over here, you would select your heroes, and you would not be able to change them. The cool thing is, now we can switch the hero in here. We can at least change the heroes that we assigned. We can't move to different lanes, but we can at least change the heroes in case, oops, we made a mistake or something like that. So I think that was a pretty cool quality of life feature that was added. Definitely very, very helpful. All right, so that is it for the updates. The big things, the heavy hitters I really wanted to go over. Again, there's a lot of stuff in the background, optimizations, bug fixes, things like that. All right, global launch. So in my app, in the App Store, I go to AFK Journey. It says that the launch date is March 27th. I did get confirmation from the developer that that is accurate, so that's what they're shooting for. I would say this just kind of as a little, I don't know, a footnote or, you know, a little caveat. If something happens, that could push that date out. But right now, we're looking at March 27th, which is only 2 months away, which is very, very cool. But always allow for the possibility that that could get pushed if something unforeseen comes up. So there you go, everybody. That is the newest update, some of the heavy hitters, and when we can expect global launch. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to it? I know I am. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.